guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really cool video I have been waiting to do. I wanted to film this for so long. Before we go any further, nothing on my lips and nothing on my nails. I am pre-filming a few videos here and it's my day off and I just want to relax and just kick back. It's also relax and kick back while I do laundry, while I clean the bathroom, you know, stuff like that. So I just wanted to come to you fresh as a daisy. Anyway, you guys, I've been really excited to share this video. I've known that I've wanted to do this video for quite some time. It is a video about rose jam, and rose jam being a scent type that Lush started. But vendor wax has kind of jumped on board. Like, you know, there's ebbs and flows of things that are really popular. Well, rose jam is definitely one of those things. So I have, over this last little while, like almost 2 months I've been working on this. I have collected rose jam through D-stashes, random act of kindnesses. Yes, D-stashes, random act of kindnesses, I think maybe one. And then the rest of it was purchased by myself. And as things were coming in, what I do, I'm just super like slotted, organized. As things come in, I started putting them aside, knowing I was going to do this kind of video. So as I was ordering things that had rose jam in it, things like that, I decided to put it to the side. And when I felt it was right, I wanted to melt these during the daytime when I was home all day. So this is taking me a long time because I have 2, 4, 6, what do I have? 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 different melt types, vendors, and so on. So I wanted to do these when I was home on, so it limited me to the weekend. So Saturdays and Sundays, and sometimes I wasn't home a lot, so I couldn't melt this. And I used these melts in the same exact location each and every single time. So the same place I used all of these was in my bedroom on my hot plate, which I think is a lower wattage, but it doesn't say anywhere on it what wattage it is. But it's a hot plate. It takes a little while to melt down, but it's quite a large mouth on, like a plate on it. Anyway, so that's important to note too. So I don't have air conditioning. It's not near a window. I wanted to be fair and honest, and everything here, I wanted it to be tested the same because it was only fair. So let's just talk about rose jam for a second. Rose jam's OG came from Lush. It is my jam. It is my absolute favorite. I wish they would make this actual shower gel. They have lots of things. I have the hair puck, like the pucked shampoo. They have a massage bar. They have a bubble bar that I actually have that I didn't even think to bring out. I love everything about rose jam. Lush only brings this out for Christmas. And that's why, where is it? Oh, it doesn't even say that's limited edition. Anyway, only comes out at Christmas time. This is actually going in my shower as soon as I finish this video because, yeah, that's just where it's going to be now. So Lush describes their rose jam as lather up with decadent rose absolute, vanilla pod infusion, and nourishing argan oil. Beautiful. I have to say that after melting all of this, and we will just go into this and discuss and things like that, the argan oil is mostly in the rose jam shower gel. I don't even think anything has argan in their descriptors on any of these vendor wax. But I'm just going to introduce to you guys all 9 different vendor wax, and you'll see there's combinations. It's not all strictly rose jam. There are some things that are mixed together. First off, I got Rose Jam Cotton Candy Tea and Cakes Marshmallow from Sassy Girl Aroma, and they described it as a soft floral blend of rose petals with a touch of vanilla, orange, and almond tea cakes with a sip of steaming black tea blended with sweet marshmallow and spun sugar, strawberry, and vanilla. Strawberry got cut off. So that's what this is. The first one, that's Sassy Girl Aroma. This next one is the Bathing Garden in Rose Glaze. As you can see, I only have 2 left. And they describe rose petals, citrus, strawberries, vanilla, and geranium. And geranium is a type of flower, which I'm not a fan of the smell of. So, but we'll go into this. Like on its own, like a geranium outside is probably one of my least favorite smelling flowers outside. Anyway, that's just me. Next one is Super Tarts. and it's My Pretty from the Oz collection, and they describe this as rose jam glazed strawberries, mac apple, whipped cream, and fluffy cake bites. So there's that. And Wonderberry in rose jam. Then I went through, there were 3 cubes in this. It was a purchase de-stash in rose jam, Tight by Wilma's. Rainbow Melts Jam and Rose, which they describe citrus, rose, geranium, and lemon. There were 6 of these little flowers. Rose Jam Lush Type by Make Sense Candles, and there are these little florets. Ava's Country Cupboard in lemon sugared rose jam, and there are these little bunts. And lastly, another Sassy Girl aroma, but this one's just rose jam. So that was from the last restock I ever bought, which was from the April 1st restock, which I got on the 19th of April. Okay, so all right, with that being said, we're gonna go through, I'm gonna do the best I can. It's been a while, I tried to write things down, but like I said, all of these were melted in the same exact location, same melter, same circumstance, really. So let's go to Sassy Girl Aromas. This one here, the Rose Jam Cotton Candy Tea and Cakes Marshmallow. I melted 1 chunk in that melter, and I got 6 hours of a very strong throw. And my notes here say that Tea and Cakes was beautiful, no cotton candy, and I really love this one. So this one, I'll see if I can grab a chunk. I don't have too many left. I sent some home with my mom. It is a beautiful chunk, I will say that. I'm gonna miss that, not having you. Ooh. This is just a huge chunk right there. Look at that. Yeah, this was beautiful. It was a real good balance of bakery. The tea and cakes, the marshmallow, although I didn't get marshmallow. Marshmallow to me is just a vanilla blender scent that you can throw marshmallow or vanilla in the title and it wouldn't make much difference to me. It's sweet. I really like the tea and cakes note. I didn't get tea, but I got definitely the cake, like cake bite type thing, similar to what you're gonna see in Super Tarts shortly. And rose jam and cotton candy kind of sweetens it right up. I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, if you like rose jam, I think you'll like this because it is definitely rose jam, but there is a nice cake note to it. So I guess if you're not into cake, don't get that, like if you're not into bakery. But if you like a little bakery, a little floral, that's very nice. Not like Pink Petal Tea Cake at all. So from what I know of Pink Petal Tea Cake, just so you know. Wonderberry, there were no descriptions. I've looked online for all of these, so if I don't have descriptions, it's because I can't find it. This whole scent shot was put in that same warmer, and it only lasted 4 hours. It was very strong at first, but lost its scent quickly, and it leaned more geranium. So, but I also have notes here, in total it lasted between 8 and 9 hours, but it was only strongest for the first few. So there that is. It was my first, I haven't got a lot of Wonderberry. This was a purchase de-stash that I received this. Actually, I think they're all purchase de-stashed or purchases myself. I don't think there's any random, Jam and Rose is an random act of kindness. Anyway, we'll get to that. Would I repurchase this? No. There's stronger geranium, like I mentioned before at the beginning, and geranium is a floral, but it's kind of a real sharp floral, and it's a hard, you need to put a little more sweetness into it, so I felt like this Wonderberry Rose Jam just needed a little sweetness, and whether that's adding something like marshmallow or a tea and cakes, whatever, or vanilla, I think that might have been good for them. But anyway, I mean, it was good, but I would not repurchase this. If I was going to repurchase Sassy Girl Aroma, or if you guys are looking for something, I would definitely recommend that. All right, Wilma's, and I said I had 3 little cubes. This came in a purchase de-stash. No description again because I looked online, I couldn't find it. It was strong, but it was more of a powdery scent note. It did throw for 8 hours. So it threw for 8 hours, like on a real medium level. It wasn't super high, it wasn't super low. But unfortunately, I didn't really care for this one because it did have that baby powder note. And baby powder notes go right to the back of my throat and make me feel dry, like make me really feel thirsty. It's lovely, but not quite my rose jam. Like so far out of the 3, Sassy Girl Aroma's Rose Jam is still the best, right? So that was that one. And let's go to Rainbow Melts Jam and Rose. So there's this one here. And this was the Random Act of Kindness. I took one of these little flower rose thingies and stuck it in that same warmer. It was really strong. It leaned a little bit more rose and less geranium. And out of a scale 1 to 10, I put down a 7.5 throw, and it lasted for 8 hours. So this one here, less geranium, more rose. So I think that I like it, but I think what I might do with what I've got left here is maybe try it with try it with Vanilla Cookie Crunch to see if a pink petal tea cake might come through. I don't know. I liked it. Like I said, it threw really well. I've had no problems with the throw from Rainbow Melts ever. All right, so Makes Sense Candle Company. So that's a Canadian company that she's closed right now for the summer, but should be open again. They're a fairly decent sized chunk here, and it is a rose jam lush type. She describes her melt as rose petals, geranium, lemon, strawberry, and vanilla. I wrote down here, it lasted for 5 hours, got more geranium and rose, and no strawberry, no vanilla. And between a 6 and a 7 throw out of 10. I kind of figured when I got this out the bat, although it has changed. Like when you first get wax, it's totally different. Like when this first came in, it was very much geranium, but it has settled into a 50-50 geranium and rose. But there's a sharpness to it. Again, I think that the Rose Jam Shower Gel has a sweetness to it that is really difficult for vendors, it seems, to really dupe, to be honest with you, because like this one, I mean, it says it's got vanilla pod, like infusion and things like, yeah, it's just that perfect balance of floral and sweet. So would not repurchase the Make Sense myself personally, because it wasn't quite my style. The Bathing Garden Rose Glaze, which again is rose petals, citrus, strawberry, vanilla, and geranium. I have here that I melted 2 of these cubes in that bigger warmer that I mentioned in my bedroom. It was very strong at having capital letters. 9 to 10 throw. It lasted 8 to 10 hours, most authentic and more sweet. So I wrote down that basically out of all of these, this was the most authentic to the smell of rose jam, to my nose. So I really like that. So yeah, it does smell really good. It really is literally the most authentic one to the actual shower gel itself. Super Tarts My Pretty, and I'll read the description again. It says rose jam glazed strawberries, mac apple whipped cream, and fluffy cake bites. I melted 2 cubes again, as you see in the bottom. Cake bites came out number 1, rose jam number 2, and mac apple number 3. And my notes on this one were it started smelling like cake bits, then the rose jam, then the mac apple. So it's sort of like almost like a triple header kind of thing. Mostly mac apple majority of the time. So once it settled into like for a while, it says I had melted it for 6 hours. So after a while, obviously what I got was mostly mac apple. But it didn't last. The throw did not last as long, which surprised me. So the throw was a 7 out of 10, which for me, Super Tarts is normally like a 9 or 9.5 for throw. So, and I felt that was important to share. So I mean, I knew that this wasn't going to be the exact dupe for a rose jam shower gel. I like it on cold more than I do it on warm because of the fact that it didn't throw very well, and I've had this since March. So I don't know if I'll buy it again. I'm undecided. So again, most authentic was definitely Rose Glaze from the Bathing Garden so far. And I got hiccups. The last 2 I could not get sent note descriptions. I'm gonna move my legs. My foot's falling asleep. Last 2 I do not have sent note descriptions. I looked them up. I looked for them and I couldn't find them. And I got this in a purchase DStash from my friend Vanessa, a fellow Canadian. And it was Ava's Country Cupboard, and it was lemon sugared rose jam. And actually, I think the Wonderberry rose jam was also from her as well. Okay, So I will say in that same dish that I've melted everything else, I put one of these in, it melted completely. I walked into my bedroom and went, where are you? Where'd you go? So I actually put in another one. So I put in 2 of these buns, but one had totally melted, and then I put the second one in there, and then I could smell it. So it didn't do the greatest for throw, and maybe, you know, I'll try it in a different room down the road, but for this review, I wanted to do it in the same place just to be fair. It's definitely, on cold, it's definitely a really nice balance. Like, it really smells like a lemon cake with like rose icing. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but a sweet rose icing or something like that. It smells really good on cold, and I just wish I got more of a throw. The throw on this with 2 buns on that same hot plate that everything else did fairly well with, I will only give it like a 4.5, 5 for a throw. So not my favorite, but it was nice. Like I said, now that the experiment is over, I can try it in another melter in another room. And lastly is Sassy Girl Aromas Rose Jam. And I did go onto her website just today, actually, before I filmed, and I did a search for rose jam and it didn't come up. So, anyway, this is a Grandma's Gardens. I melted one of these cubes. So it normally comes with 4. One of these cubes in that same melter. It did all right. Actually, I'd say the throw out of scale 1 to 10 was probably a 7.5 or 8, somewhere around there. It was very close to this, but not the same. This was almost a little more sweet and less rose, and this was more rose and less sweet, which actually pairs perfectly. Like, this literally might as well be the exact same scent. So I liked it. This was a close runner-up to an authentic rose jam that is Lush. So, I mean, like, look at, like, just, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a bubble. I know this is not a video of a shower gel, but look at, you should watch this here. There's gonna be a bubble, and I don't know if you can see it there. Oh shoot, still going, and to the top. That's how thick. This is a vegan product. It's completely 100% vegan. Actually, Lush is all 100% vegetarian and 80% vegan. And the only difference is the 20% that's not vegan are items that are made with honey. So interesting. But anyway, this is a favorite of mine. I will, as long as Lush brings it out every single winter season, I always buy and stock up on this. I have to have it in my shower. It's just comforting, it's just beautiful, and I'm so glad they have other items in the scent. I just wish they would keep this out as a permanent item. The closest dupe to it, that is a dupe in my eyes and my nose, is Rose Glaze by the Bathing Garden. Then I'd say Sassy Girl Aromas Rose Jam. And everything else, no, because they were mixed with other things, but I wanted to melt them because it was like a rose jam. It was like literally 2 months of me doing melt reviews in my home and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I'm not sick of rose jam at all. I really do enjoy rose jam. So you guys, I hope that it was helpful, or if you like rose jam, if the Bathing Garden comes out with rose glaze, and I don't know, I think it was I got this in the around Valentine's Day. I think she had it up on in around February. If she does bring this out again next year and you like rose jam, grab this. But that is all, you guys. Thanks very much for stopping everything or doing the, I guess I know I watch videos while I'm doing dishes, because I hate doing dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so it's all by hand. So I'm like, okay, what can make this better? I'm gonna watch a video. So anyway, you guys, thanks very much for, joining me and allowing me to be part of your lives. All right, you guys, take care, be safe, and have fun.